Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And today we're going to talk about sprouting things. Yeah, we already talked about sprouting garlic, and as you can see, these are the ones that are ready to go into the ground. And I prepped some holes for them here, and I'll be getting those in right after this video. You can see my potatoes here, so I've got a couple of garlic cloves in that I started a while back. That's those two right there. And these are the ones that I just showed you a couple of days ago. It took 2 days to sprout them, but now I've added something. If you look down in the bottom there, you see kind of a tan colored stuff. Okay, and I was mentioning I ordered a product that I saw a commercial on, and it sounded like it was going to be something I could use, so I bought some. And this is the product right here, called Harvest Gold Organics Premium Soil Conditioner. It's safe for all indoor and outdoor plants. There's no chemicals added. This is certified for organic use. Flowers, vegetables, trees, shrubs. It increases yield, reduces watering and feeding. That's what really attracted me right there. Reduces watering. This stuff swells up and absorbs water and holds it for a long period of time. So it conditions your soil. It's mineral-rich silica. It's 85% silica in here. This is really good stuff. And this also improves plant stress resistance. So this might be something that's really good for the desert. All right, so here's another thing that attracted me. Let me see if I can get it out of the shadow there. 100% satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. So apparently they aren't worried about giving anybody their money back because they claim that this stuff really works. And I went online to their website and I watched a couple of videos on it afterwards. And this is the information right down here, so that anybody who wants to purchase some of this, you can call the 888 number, or you can go online and order online. And at the end, they have a little questionnaire about why you bought it, how you bought it. So if you do go on there and buy it, when you do that little questionnaire at the end, just tell them that you saw it on G Bear's Off-Grid Ways on YouTube. I'd appreciate that. And I'm trying to get them to be a sponsor down the line also. So this is really good. You can add it to the soil and you can add it to the water, either way. And what you can do is you take a couple of scoops of this. It's a 1-to-10 ratio. So 1 part of the HGO to 10 parts soil or water for your plants. Okay, so if you remember a while back, I was sprouting in avocado seeds, and there it is right there. And this was 7.5 inches tall yesterday. And I said, oh, that's pretty good. It's got some leaves coming out, so it's ready to start absorbing some sunlight. So I brought it out here, but I also added some of that HGO to the bottom of this thing in the water. And I measured it again today, and it had grown 3/4 of an inch since I put that stuff in yesterday. So I don't know if that's what it was or if it's just a growth spurt, but this is where I'm going to plant it. I set this up today, and I've got the hole dug, and I'll be putting in a couple of tablespoons of the HGO in the bottom of the hole, and then I'll set the seed back down in there, just like it is, and then water it. And we'll see how that goes. But first I'm going to really soak this soil. I've got the water all ready to go for it. I did all my water transfers today. I got the garden completely soaked. I mean, I soaked it right to the bottom. So everything in here is going to be great. And it's not going to be too hot, so everything is going to grow fast. Corn is kicking back. The corn over there is really kicking up. So I'm going to have some corn to eat pretty soon. My lettuce, I can't eat it fast enough. So I'm going to start feeding some of that to the chickens, because the more I pluck off, the more it wants to grow. And my tomatoes, I've got tomatoes set on every plant now. They're not that big yet, but I added some of this HGO to each one of those plants to see what happens. I also added some the HGO to my cucumber bushes and see what I get out of that. this broccoli is ready to pick and eat. That's going to go with dinner tonight because I'm going to have barbecue chicken legs, drumsticks, and probably corn and broccoli. So that'll be my dinner. Also, I put a blueberry bush in here, and I added some of the silica to that to see what it does. My peas are really coming up here. They're doing great. All right, so I also added some to these red onion because these red onion weren't doing anything. And just since I did that first thing this morning, that one over there has already grown a quarter of an inch. It's amazing. I don't know if I can swear by the stuff yet because it's just starting to be used, but I'll let you know. And if you want to stand by, wait a couple of more episodes, I'll let you know how it does. All right, that's about all for today. Let me cover this again. I just brought my tape measure out because of all the new growth on here. When I put that tree in on April 1st, it was 33.5 inches tall. I just measured this, it's 37 inches tall now. So yeah, it's growing, and look at how healthy those leaves look. Oh my God, they are really got some nice shine to them. And that's loving it. And my cucumber plant down there is going to be growing out of there pretty soon. I'll just lay it down on the ground and let it go from there. Or I might just tie it up on the wire on the wall and let it run across the wire. I'll also be building the box. I've got the wood outside over there by my little wagon. I'll be building the box here and getting my pumpkins in. And I'll be adding some of the new silica additive to that also, my HGO, of course. And then everything that's going in the ground now, because this is the best way to do that, is you add the HGO to the hole and then put the plant in there, and then you don't have to feed it for the rest of the year. It gives you all the nutrients, everything that you need will be in that hole for that thing to grow for a whole year. So, and it's like a once a month watering after that. So this is going to be interesting. I'm really excited to see how that goes. I added some to my strawberries too because they were looking a little sad, a little dried out. They're not liking this heat, and I really soaked those down. Like I said, I really got the water going down inside of here. And I took my little toothbrush out and I ran across all my tomato plants and pollinated them. But I've got a lot of insects here, including the monarch butterflies are stopping by and helping to pollinate. So we'll see how everything goes, and I'll keep you all up on that. Remember, please give me a thumbs up down there, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I've got a limited time offer. It's free to subscribe on G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not limited time only, but please do subscribe. You can subscribe anytime. It's totally free. Doesn't cost you anything. Click on the subscribe button, and then also you can share down there. Click on the share button. You can share it with friends, family, in-laws, anybody you want. Just go ahead and share it out there. And then I do want the subscribers. I've been slacking off lately, but things are going to get hectic here because I've got to get the area closed in between the two containers. I've already got my electrical runs done inside the containers, and I'm going to close off the center of that so that I'll have a nice indoor area to work in there also, and a little bit more security where I can lock things up. And then around the water tank, I'm going to be building another circular pedestal to hold up a bunch of barrels around that so I can double my capacity up there. And then I'll be calling for a water run and taking 3,700 gallons of water in. And to make sure that I have enough room, I emptied all my other blue barrels, so I got those ready to go, and I'll be buying more. But right here on this corner of the unit, I'm also going to be putting a 250-gallon tote tank there, and that'll be for irrigation. But I'll be able to feed it from up there at that main tank in an emergency if I don't have any water. But that will be where I'll be pumping all my rainwater that I capture during the rainy season. It'll come down into that, the 60-gallon barrel, and the 4 20-gallon barrels. So I should have plenty of water. I still have 200 and something gallons left of rainwater from last year alone. And once I get that big roof done on between the containers and get that all for rain capture, I'll be really capturing a lot of rain in a 1-inch rain. Even if I only get one rain for the whole season, I should get enough water to run me all the way through the summer. That's all, everybody. G-Bear reminding you to subscribe. Please subscribe. Thanks, everybody, for watching. G-Bear signing off.